So terrorism and crime come together in a number of ways around the world, and this crosses over with 7 revolutions in significant ways. One is with technology and the movement of people across borders. Some of the most important examples of the confluence of terrorism and crime include incidents in our own country, in the United States, where you had the Hammoud brothers in the Carolinas selling cigarettes with fake tax stamps to high-tax states. Michigan, Maryland, Massachusetts, for example. They were then taking the proceeds from these cigarette sales and buying laser rangefinders, mine detection equipment, blasting caps, and other materials that they wanted to send back to the Bekaa Valley in Lebanon to support Hezbollah. Now, this was tremendously damaging if it had all come to a success in the future, but it did not, and these individuals were stopped. There's another example of Hezbollah supporters who were in Canada, where they were buying large quantities of pseudoephedrine tablets. They were then moving these across the US-Canadian border into Detroit and Chicago, and then selling the pseudoephedrine tablets to Mexican methamphetamine gangs, who would then bring them down into the southwestern part of the United States and create the meth product. Those proceeds also went back to these individuals in Canada, who then sent those proceeds back to Lebanon. Now, the Drug Enforcement Administration, the FBI, did a very good job of breaking up both of these groups. Local police helped as well. But this is just a good example how even in the United States, this coming together of extremist ideologies, of insurgent groups, political movements, narcotics and criminality, accessible borders, transnational activity, all came together to imperil allies in the Middle East and our own country. And I think that's a very telling example of how this fluid environment that we see, that's defined in 7 revolutions, which we approach and which we investigate through the Transnational Threats Project at CSIS, comes together with stark reality.